The issue here is that an endangered iconic Tasmanian species has a very fragmented protection regime about it. And the problem is that if you're a landholder who wants to log your property more than a hectare of land, then you need a forest practices plan. But if you're a private landholder who wants to log a hectare of land or take 100 tonnes of wood, you can log right up to a wedge-tailed eagle's or a sea eagle's nest without having to have any plan or protections in place. Now, the experts will tell you that eagles are very vulnerable to disturbance, and if we have around Tasmania private landholders clearing right up to eagles' nests, it's going to have an impact on the population because it is more fragmentation of this beautiful bird's habitat. Well, as far as I understand, it's been a loophole in the eagles' protection regime for a very, very long time, and I don't really understand how it's come to be. If we can have processes in place around forestry and forest protection plans, surely this species, which is protected under the Threatened Species Act, protected under the EPBC Act, should have processes in place to protect its habitat on private land as well. Well, the 10-hectare buffer zone is what's in place under a forest practices plan because it's regarded as the safest buffer zone to protect breeding eagle pairs. Now, I've written to the Environment Minister, Brian Whiteman, about this loophole. It's his responsibility to look after threatened species in Tasmania, and we're just waiting to see what the response will be there. But I hope he understands that you can't have a fragmented protection regime for a species which is endangered and so on the brink because so much damage has happened to its habitat, among other disturbances. We first became aware of this issue because we were contacted by a member of the community who has on property that is shared with another landowner, there is an eagle's nest. The constituent who contacted us was so happy to have this nest there, wanted to see it protected, but was just horrified when they realised that their neighbour could effectively log up right up to that nest tree, leaving the birds highly